All right, so this training video will be for Celebration Saunas. I don't think it'll be very hard to figure out what they sell. They sell saunas. And when callers call in, they usually want more information. They want suggestions from you, so it is very, very important that you study this account on your free time. You can jump right to the Saunas menu on their website. And one of the first questions I always ask is, okay, how many person saunas are you looking for? And based on what they answer, I always select that so that I can start suggesting different models. Now, once you get to the number of saunas, you want to decide with the caller whether they want a commercial-grade sauna or a standard-grade sauna. A commercial-grade sauna has the lowest EMF output. It's near zero, and that would be important to callers who know about EMF output. A lot of times they will ask you what the EMF output is, and when you go into TA, let's go ahead and fetch the Celebration Saunas account. You can go right to the tips for sales calls info page and hit Control F and put in EMF, and it'll jump right to any information we have on EMFs. So on our standard heaters, the EMF output is 10 milligauss and 1.6 milligauss at the bench. And our zero EMF heaters emit 1.6 milligauss at the heater and 0.3 milligauss at the bench. Those lower numbers would be a commercial or medical grade sauna. Once the caller lets you know whether or not EMF is important to them and whether or not they want a standard or medical grade, you now have different choices. Now, I use Control Find or Control F even on the website. So I want to, well, is the Aurora your only commercial two-person sauna? Well, let's find out. I'm going to put in the word commercial, and I'm going to see that the first instance is here, and if I hit enter again, is there another one? No, there's not. It jumps into a blog about commercial infrared saunas. I also strongly suggest that you go into the sauna guides and the blog, only because these sales calls are really dependent on how much information you know. So if you get a caller wanting more information on a sauna and you're not really answering their questions, that's a lost sale. And a lost sale for this account is thousands of dollars. So you don't want to be the cause of that. Just even for personal information, for personal purposes, you should go through the blog and learn more about saunas because they're very healthy, and everybody really should have one if they can fit it in their home. So go ahead and go through the blogs and their guides just to get an idea of how saunas work and why they, are known to have great health benefits. Then you can speak to the caller about those health benefits, and you can speak to the caller about the difference between commercial grade and standard grade. The next thing you want to do, and a lot of times I do tell the caller to follow me on the website so that we can look at it together. Some of them don't want all of this clear mirror, clear window or door because they want a little more privacy. So scroll down and see which ones are a little more enclosed. So maybe they want the Vega two-person standard sauna because it's more enclosed than the others. But if they don't care about that and they're more interested in something that's comfortable, maybe they tell you, well, I want to be able to sit and be able to put my legs up. Well, this model is showing you that the Haley two-person sauna would be good for that. So those are the things that you want to start off with. How many people do they want commercial grade or standard grade sauna, and then jump to the design. Once they've selected something with you, or if they, I don't really know, then you can suggest, well, do you want it in a corner? Because we have a couple of corner saunas. Oh, okay, I see, I'm looking at the same page as you are, and I see the Comet corner. Do you have another corner sauna? Well, I'm going to do Control F, and I'm going to put in the word corner. It's going to show me the Comet is one, and if I hit enter again, no, that's the only two-person because it jumped down here. Had there been another one, let's say the Vega was a corner sauna, it would say Vega two-person corner infrared sauna, and so it would jump there. But this is the only corner sauna. So let's go with that one as the example. You click on the model that you and the caller have decided on is of most interest to them, and now you're going to pitch. You don't have to know this off of the top of your head because each product description has bullet points on the key features for each sauna. So this one is a 2-person capacity. Of course, this person who has been thinking about getting a sauna may know the measurements they need it to be for it to fit through their door, or for it not to hit their ceiling in whatever room they're putting it in. Now, the saunas do arrive in parts, so it's not going to come whole. They are easy to put together. They come with a manual. We also offer YouTube videos that will help them put it together. But if they say, you know what, I'm not really handy, is there any way that you guys can have someone put it together for me? Yes. We offer what's called white glove delivery. And if they want that, you would select that here to add it to their price. White glove delivery is $800 no matter what state they're in, no matter what sauna they pick, because the only thing that matters is the cost of labor for us to have a technician come out and put it together for them. And the way that that works is that the shipping company will email to let us know they're ready to deliver or they're ready to ship. They'll email the customer as well, and based on the day and time that the shipping company says that they're going to be there, the customer will then contact the technician and let them know, hey, the shipping company says they're going to deliver on August 2nd around noon. What time can you come? The technician will then say, okay, I'll be there around 1 or 2 o'clock. Now, how does the customer know the technician's contact information? Well, Katie, the owner, emails it to the customer who ordered white glove delivery so that when they do get confirmation from the shipping company on day and time, they can contact the technician themselves and set it all up. So that's one of the add-ons. Another add-on is the outdoor cover. Some people, although these are indoor saunas, some people might put it on their patio deck, and even though it's an enclosed patio deck, maybe it's a state where it's really cold or it rains a lot and some of the breeze blows the mist onto the deck. And so this person wants to preserve the wood on the sauna and they want to cover. Well, then you would add that too. Another thing that you can add on is seat cushions. Each one of the saunas comes, it'll let you know what it comes with here at the very top or down here. If they want additional seat cushions, then here's the price per cushion. It's expensive because it's waterproof and washable, and it's going to last them probably the life of the sauna. So it is expensive, but you get what you pay for. It is made of good quality, and it lasts very long-lasting. Okay, so now back to the bullet points. When I'm pitching saunas and, the caller sounds interested so far because they like the way it looks, the sizing is right, they love that it's infrared. And by the way, infrared saunas are the only types of saunas that we sell. So if someone is a fan of the ones that are more like a steam room and they have rocks, no, we don't sell those. It's infrared heating only. Okay, so now you can tell them that our sauna, this particular sauna has a CD player, an MP3 connection. It also has Bluetooth capability, which is awesome because they can then connect their phone that they're not going to bring inside with them to the sauna for multiple reasons, mainly because of the heat. But our phones also give off EMF output, and we want as little EMF output as possible when in a sauna session. So let's just say they have a smartphone like an iPhone, and they want to connect through Bluetooth to these speakers in the sauna and play some music while they're in there or listen to a podcast while they're in there. Then you can pitch that to the caller. That's always a great seller. You can also let them know that all of our saunas have chromotherapy lighting with a remote to control it. Chromotherapy lighting is known to soothe people while in a sauna session. It's therapeutic. It relaxes you. A lot of spas have therapeutic or chromotherapy lighting in their sauna, so people that know that will love that you mentioned that it has that. That may be important to them. All of our saunas also have an oxygen ionizer. The oxygen ionizer is basically a small device inside each sauna that keeps the air fresh inside so that it's not musty in there. People are in there, sweating as much as they can. So an oxygen ionizer is also a good selling point. All of our saunas come with backrests. They don't come with the cushions. They can add the cushions, which I showed you up top is an add-on, but all of them do come with 2 backrests. This one in particular has a towel rack. Awesome. A magazine rack. Awesome. So those are things that you want to tell the caller. Now, our saunas are made of natural hemlock wood construction. It has a non-toxic stain. A lot of people who are health conscious do ask that. Is there any toxins in your finish? When you hear the word finish, they're talking about the stain on the wood. And no, these are non-toxic stains, so they don't have to worry about it being an unhealthy process when they're doing a sauna session, because it's non-toxic stains and it's natural hemlock, the wood. So those are important features to mention as well. Now, a lot of times a caller is just looking for more information so that they can then go back to their contractor who's building some sort of, maybe a spa room or a gym in their home, or is building an additional room where they are going to put their sauna in. So they want to know dimensions. They want to know how much wattage they need on their outlet. All of that information can be found inside the product description of each sauna. Now, the shipping information, the weight, is on here, and the box dimensions is on there. People want to know, is it going to make it through their doorway? You can find that information here. Box A is 69 by 47 by 6. Box B and C, same thing. Cancellation and return policy can be found here too. I often tell callers about that because we manufacture our own saunas. A lot of people are on the web and they're searching different sauna prices, and they see that Walmart has one for maybe $2,200. Well, ours is only $19.95. Oftentimes you'll see that it shows a sale price. Well, why is it so low? So a few things you can say. One, you could say we're running a sale. The homepage will let you know if we're currently having a sale and the name of the sale. Sometimes in the winter, she has a winter sale, a Valentine's sale, whatever. So look on the homepage and see if there's an announcement of the type of sale. Otherwise, you can say that because we are the manufacturer of this sauna, we are able to offer extreme discounts to our customers because there's no distributor or middleman to resell it to them like a Walmart would. Now, because we are the manufacturer, we offer a lifetime warranty on the parts of the sauna. So if they need to replace a heater that may have stopped working, then they would just contact us and we will send them the replacement. So they love that. They love that we are the manufacturer. They love that it's a lifetime warranty on the parts because they know that for the life of this sauna, they can reach out to us. Now, if something's not functioning right or if they're having trouble during installation, you can always offer tech support because we have a tech support team. So when they call in for something like that, in TA, you would get their name, their phone number, their email. You're going to select, yes, it is a technical problem. What is the problem? Having trouble installing, whatever it is. You put it in here. You place them on hold by pressing F1 on your keyboard or by using your mouse to press line 1. You would then pull the dial list out and you would call Stephen/Co. That's the tech support team. Now, because they're in Pacific Standard Time, you want to have them call. You try them after 11 a.m. Central or 12 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, you'll let the caller know that someone from the support team will contact them, but that we are in Pacific Standard Time and they're not yet open. So that's how you would handle a technical or installation issue. Also, if the caller doesn't want to wait and it's an installation issue, you can always tell them that the manual came in one of the boxes. Sometimes they don't find it because it's taped to the ceiling of the box and they didn't look. You could tell them to just recheck the boxes. If they're annoyed and they're like, oh, I threw those boxes out, I searched everywhere, I didn't find it, that's okay because we actually have it on our website. Oh, well, I don't know how to download it. We'll get their email address and you can then download it onto your desktop and then send it to them by email. Now, another thing that people call about on Celebration Saunas is for the status of their order. And when that happens, you want to go into the Celebration Saunas email. The login information, you can find it on the account. It's going to be on the email info page. So you can use your page up or down buttons, not your up and down arrow keys, but the page up and down buttons to find the login information. Once you're logged in, this is what you see. Now, if someone is calling for the status of their order, you're going to look them up by name. Let's see any one of these orders. Let's go with an old order from June. That would be great. All right, so let's take a look at the history here. They can give you the order number or their name for you to look it up. I'm going to do this. Now, once you do that and in search, you would put it up here and find an email with that order number or customer's name, and this is what you'll see. Now, this is just the order confirmation. If I search for that order number, I'm also going to find the tracking information. And usually you can click on the tracking information and read to the caller what it's saying. So let's just see. None of these, of course, are the tracking email for that customer. So let's go to Sent Mail and find it through there. Actually, here we go. So here's a customer who their order was ready to ship. You'll see that the tracking number usually has a hyperlink that you can click on, and it'll bring you to the shipper's page. Now, mostly you'll see information. If there is no information, you can give them the shipper's toll-free number, which is usually on their website. You can look for it in their Contact Us section. And you can tell them, well, I have your tracking information. Let me give you the phone number to the shipper, and you can call them to schedule your appointment day and time. This is a large item. It's an expensive item. Shippers do not just leave it at the front door. They like to schedule with the customer a day and time that they'll be home to deliver. So maybe the caller says, hey, I have this email that my order is ready to ship with a tracking number, but I don't know what day they're delivering. Well, that's because the shipper hasn't contacted them. So the customer jumped the gun a little. After this email, within 48 hours, usually the shipping company calls them anyway and tells them that they need to set up a day and time to actually deliver. But if the customer wants to jump the gun and call the shipper themselves to set it up, they can do that. You give them their freight number or tell them your tracking number is the freight or pro number, sometimes it's called, on that email. So let me now give you the phone number to the shipper, which you'll do by clicking on the link and getting to their page, and just give the shipper your pro number, tracking, or freight number, and they will schedule the appointment with you that way. Now, this particular shipper doesn't have an 800 number on their website, so what you would do is copy the freight number. You would put in the pro number. You would click on track to give them information. If there wasn't any information here or the caller wants further detail, what you can do is click on the Contact Us and enter a ticket for them. And you can say, customer would like to schedule delivery. Please call. Thank you, or thanks. And, of course, you're going to put the customer's name, email, the phone number that they want to be called on about this, and you would select the proper topic, in this case, pickup or delivery question, and then click and then send question. So this is the one shipper that Celebration Saunas uses that doesn't have a toll-free number on there. Most other ones do have the toll-free number, so you can just give that to the caller and tell them to call the shipper. And if they seem like they're elderly and it's probably easier for you to call the shipper with the freight number, you can place them on hold and then conference them in. Or you can just place them on hold, tell them you'll call the shipper for them, you call the shipper and get the information, and then just conference them in when it's ready, when it's time to now schedule the actual delivery. Another thing that we use email for is when you speak to someone on Saunas and they didn't make the purchase right then and there, I like to send them an email follow-up about what we spoke about and provide them with links to those saunas so that when they do decide, they don't have to remember what was the name of that company I Googled and spoke to that nice young lady. Now they can just go to their email. Oh, yeah, here they are. It's Celebration Saunas. So here you can always copy and paste from the sent box. So if you don't know what wording to use, and just change the information to customize it to your caller's information. So your caller's name, which saunas did you suggest? What I do is from the website, I copy the name of the sauna. I then paste it onto the email right here. That's what it looks like. And then this link, I grab it from the top here so it can help them jump right to the page and paste it there. Now, for this particular caller, it was actually Cassandra. She copied and pasted one of my previous emails, and she put in the names of the two saunas she spoke to the caller about with links, and then I added this, and don't forget the shipping is on us. Shipping is free in the for the saunas, so that's another selling point that you can use when pitching on the phone. And, of course, the closing, just change it to your own name, but leave everything else the same. So that's very important because it has helped land the sale after the call for people who do get an email. So that's also good practice to do if you spend time with this caller going over a few different saunas, but they weren't ready to order just yet. Or maybe it was the wife calling and she wants to review it with her husband later on. There's another easy way for her to just click on the links of the sauna she most liked while on the phone with us to then review it with her spouse, and then they can either order online or call us to order. Just a little background information. All saunas are made in China. Sometimes people ask that, but our office is based in Colorado. Any sauna from any company, whether it's one of our saunas or not, are made in China. All saunas that are manufactured in China. That's something important to know. People do often ask that, but we're based in Colorado. Now, if you want to know how to answer a caller who says, well, if I order today, how long before I receive it? Well, you can, in the call handling info page, hit Control-F and put in the word ship, and you'll find shipping information. Give me a second. Here it says free shipping everywhere except Hawaii and Alaska. We do not ship to Canada, but Katie can take those orders, and what you would do is try to reach her, patch the call to her. If she's not available, you just get the caller's name, number, and email address, and she will call them back so that she can place the order for them and give them the fee to ship to Canada. So we don't take Canada orders, but Katie can. Also, she is one of our Skype groups. You can Skype her and find out if she's available to take the call. I'm trying to find which info page, maybe it's the FAQ page, that tells you based on where in the country they are located, how long it will take to arrive. And so basically, on average, you're going to say 7 to 14 business days, but if they're on the West Coast, because the office is as well, usually they'll get it within the first week. But to be safe, 7 to 14 business days, and let me see. If it's on this info page. It is not. It could be on Tips for Sales call. There's a lot of great information here. You don't have to memorize it, but it is good to go through it because any question we've come up with that seemed difficult, we've added to the account, and chances are somebody else will get that question too. So under Tips for Sales Calls info page is where you'll find the number of days it will take to ship, I just found it. It's under how long does shipping take. I found it by hitting Control F on Tips for Sales Call info page, and here it tells me the sauna will ship the next day after the order is placed. Everything on the East Coast or Eastern time zone is 14 business days. Everything in Central is about 10 business days. Everything Mountain is 7 days, and everything Pacific is 2 to 5 days. So it's under the Tips for Sales Call so that you can let the caller know based on whatever state they live in or whatever time zone they're in how long it will take for that sauna to arrive. So that's pretty much it as far as the to-dos on the Celebration Saunas account. Your main goal is to really, really go through the website and learn as much as you can about infrared saunas, the health benefits for them. You can find all of that by going to her blog and looking through the different articles she's written. They're actually pretty well written. They're not boring. So it's not only great information for you, but it will help you do your job better. And the more you sell on this account, the more it is appreciated. And from time to time, she does send a bonus out to those who sell a lot of saunas. So she is very appreciative of it. If you have any questions about the account or need any additional tips, feel free to go through the info pages. You can always ask Katie. She's very informative. She's very friendly. You can ask her in Skype. You can also call her directly. If she's available, she'll take the call, and she'll be more than happy to help you through it. Or you can speak to someone who's been here for a while and knows a lot about saunas to help you in Skype.